Welcome to HDH Academy. Today we're going to talk about service recovery. When the service provided is not in line with the customer expectations, it leads to a gap. And it is the service recovery that allows us to close the gap and exceed once again our guest expectations. What matters the most for the guest is to see how our team members deal and solve undesired situation. So probably now you're also wondering why it is so important, the service recovery. Well, you have to know that 33% of customers walk away after only one bad experience. And gaining new customers costs 5 times more than just keeping the existing ones happy. So let's see now what are the tools that you can use in order to deal with undesired situation. In the pre-recovery phase, the guest signals the waiter, and because he is attentive, he immediately approaches the table. Waiter should bring the tablet used to take the order. Step 1, recovery phase.
Madame Pedrini, how may I help you?
Step 2, while the guest shares the undesired situation, waiter practices the active listening shown in detail in another video. This skill shows caring towards the guest. And to emphasize your interest, you can take notes about the main points raised by the guest and ask further questions.
Well, I don't like the dish.
I understand you don't like your dish, Madame Pedrini. Please let me know what we can improve.
I didn't expect there to be coriander in the side dish. For me, it ruins the entire taste.
Step 3. Thank and apologize the guest for sharing the undesired situation.
Thank you for telling me. Please accept my sincere apologies for this situation.
Step 4. Give a short-term solution.
Would you prefer to change the dish? This will take me around 10 minutes. Or would you like me to change only the side dish without coriander, which will be way faster?
Let's go for the second option so it's faster. Thank you.
Step 5. The waiter brings back the correct dish and lets the guest enjoy the dinner so the situation cools down. Step 6. The follow-up. This is the post-recovery. The waiter has to check on the guest about the liking of the dish and prevent any other undesired situation. During this step, the guest feels acknowledged and valued. And here comes the last step, step 7, the long-term solution. To finish the service during the billing process, the waiter not only thanks the guest but also tells her about how he will avoid this from happening again.
Dear Madame Pedrini, it was a pleasure having you with us tonight. I would like to thank you for letting me know. From now on, I will list the herbs used to season the dishes to my future guests. This way, avoiding any undesired situation in the future.
Let's see now and let's go over the main points that you should remember. Step number 1. Engage with your guest by saying, "How may I help you?" So try to avoid words such as problem, issue, complaints, or anything that doubt your guest. 2. Perform active listening, and even better, take notes about the points that your guests raise. And then, it's important to use the guest's words. This is a way to give the impression that you're actually caring and actually listening to what is the undesired situation. Now you can thank the guest for sharing this undesired situation with you, and you apologize. And now you can really focus on to provide a short-term solution. Even better, if there are multiple choices, share them with the guest, so they will be the one choosing what's the best for them. You let the situation cool down, you give them 5 minutes, and then you follow up. This is very important because you want to know if the solution provided was up to their expectations. And finally, you provide a long-term solution and you thank your guest for staying at the restaurant with us. So unfortunately, when it comes to service recovery, it is impossible to prevent all the variables. So what is important is that the staff should know that you can always give some complimentary attention, as long as everything is justified. So for example, in the case you need a few minutes with your manager, you can invite your guest for a coffee. So while they're tasting their coffee, you can talk and consult your manager. And in the case of an inconvenience, you can also offer your guest a coffee for free at the end of their dish.